Morning students, today we will read the very first chapter of your book Hornbill, that is The Portrait of a Lady. It is written by Khushwant Singh. So Portrait of a Lady is an autobiography written by Khushwant Singh. So he had made here a perception of his grandmother through his own eyes. He recalls his grandmother as an eternally old person. Why? Why eternally? Because Khushwant Singh has always seen his grandmother old and wrinkled, and for him that is why she is an eternally old person. And it was very difficult for him to believe that she was once a young and a pretty lady like any other woman, and she was also married to someone having children. Why? Because he had always portrayed her grandmother as a grandmother of him and nothing more than that. So, and the stories of her childhood games which she used to play, it was like a fairy tale for him. He really don't believe them. Why? Because it was very hard for him to believe that his grandmother could also be a little girl like him, little kid like him. So let's start the chapter. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. People said that she once been young and pretty and had even had a husband, but that was hard to believe. My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. He wore a big turban and loose-fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest, and he looked at least 100 years old. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or children. He looked as if he could only have lots and lots of grandchildren. As for my grandmother, being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. She often told us the games she used to play as a child. That seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and we treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. So, according to Khushwant Singh, his grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was old woman. Okay, and she had been old and wrinkled for 20 years. So for 20 years, he had been seeing him, like he had been watching her growing old and wrinkled. And according to him, he thought that she could not grow more older and more wrinkled than she is at that time. And it was very hard for him to believe when he was told by other people that she also got a husband. So it was very hard for him to believe that she also got a husband. She was married to somebody. While his grandfather's portrait were hung there on the mantelpiece, he wore a big turban, loose-fitting clothes, and he has a big beard who's covering his best part of his chest. And looking at his grandfather's portrait, it was also unbelievable for him that this man could be a husband to his grandmother or to any other woman. According to him, this portrait of a man or his grandfather would only have grandchildren, lots and lots of grandchildren. He could not be a husband to any woman or to a father to any children. He must be only a grandfather to lots of grandchildren. And a thought where it was given to him, or it was provided to him, the thoughts or the facts of his grandmother, like that she was very pretty, she was young. It was almost revolting for him. Why it was revolting for him? It was resisting for him to believe that his grandmother could be old. Why? We people also cannot imagine our grandparents to be young, to be beautiful. Why? Because we have always seen them older. We have always seen them wrinkled. We have always seen them with those withered face, those gray white hairs. So here we could never imagine them that they could be younger, they could be smart or handsome or beautiful. So likewise, it was impossible for Khushwant Singh to imagine that his grandmother could be very beautiful. So this thought was very much resisting for him. And she often told his grandmother has often told him that she used to play some games while she was a kid like him. So these things, these details of his grandmother's life, it looks absurd for him. Absurd means silly. It looks silly, illogical for him, and it would look undignified for her part, to tell those things to him. Why? Because he thought that his grandmother is always like that. She never have her younger days. She never had a childhood, so she is always like that. And those details of her childhood play games, it were like fables for him, fables of the prophets for him, which were never true, which were just tales and which were just stories. So that is how he didn't really believe whatever is told to him about his grandmother's life by peoples or by her. Then she had always been short and fat and slightly bent. Her face was crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. No, we were certain she has always been as we had known her, old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older, and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. She could never have been pretty, but she was always beautiful. She hopped around the house in spotless white, with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop and the other telling the beads of her rosary. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale, puckered face, and her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayers. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing